All right, welcome back to the channel. We are talking about reforged commanders in this video. This is Kai Manu, one of the heavy tank commanders. But rather than just criticize commanders and say how bad they are, predominantly based on the way that they look and how they absolutely do not fit into the theme of the game, even though they have tried to make some changes to the likes of Duncan and Olivia here, I am going to offer an alternative suggestion, and I would be interested to hear your comments on what you think about this alternative. So let's get into it. So you'll be familiar with Duncan here, and of course they have changed him slightly since the previous test, and you can check out a video I've already made on the cosmetic changes that they've made. But Duncan has this backstory here as well about him and his mate running off into the woods as kids to play and ultimately joined the Royal Tank Regiment and then did various made-up operations throughout their career, all of which is total garbage. Now, assuming that Wargaming are intent on keeping commanders, let's have a look at how they can do it in a slightly better way. Now, to do that, I am going to return to the previous version of World of Tanks Blitz because I believe the answer to this might be staring Wargaming in the face. Let's just go to the profile here, down into all of these medals and ribbons, and let's scroll down to this section here, the epic medals. And let's have a look at who we would rather have as a commander for one of our tanks. Would it be the likes of Duncan, Kai Manu, Olivia or Lisa, or would it maybe be Lafayette G. Poole, who is recognised as a US tank ace for destroying 258 armoured vehicles? Would you rather have Sir Radley Walters, who was an extreme tank ace from Canada? Or maybe you would rather have Kolobanov, a Soviet tank ace who destroyed 22 German tanks, 2 armoured guns and 2 vehicles with his KV-1 in a battle in August 1941. And you can see here that these heroes medals have various different commanders named, all who have actually done real things with real tanks in real life, in real battles, and are perhaps better placed as being tank commanders in the new version of the game, if indeed Wargaming are insisting on having commanders in the first place. Let's just have a quick look at the rest of them. You can pause the video here to read some of the things that these people have actually done. Of course, there is a danger when you use real life characters. You've got to be careful who you pick. Some of them may have had allegiances and ideals that are not necessarily something you want to depict in a video game. But the fact that Wargaming have already named all of these commanders in the game already would suggest that these people are entirely acceptable to be commanders in World of Tanks Blitz Reforged. There we go. Let's have a look at the final one here. Destroying some 10 enemy vehicles there. All pretty impressive stuff by real people. And of course, it does keep a slight historical link in the game and actually might help educate some people. Rosenii, the 7 kills badge, that is actually not an individual. That is a battle that took place in 1941. But if you Google that battle, then you will see that prominent commanders from both sides of that particular engagement are named, so nothing really to stop those characters potentially being included as well. So the other benefit of using real life people is that they actually have real life history here, and you can see this Wikipedia page from Lafayette G. Poole, which lists everything that he's done in his career, and some of it's obviously quite impressive. You don't have to make up a backstory like they've done with Duncan, and you can see here, look at the awards that Lafayette G. Poole has received: Distinguished Service Cross, the Silver Star, the Legion of Merit, the list goes on. Even the French Legion of Honor also awarded to this individual. And those are the commanders I've already mentioned pretty much all have prestigious histories like this. And there's also photographs of these individuals as well, so it wouldn't take too much for wargaming to take some of the paraphernalia here that Lafayette is wearing and transform that into a respectable looking representation. Again, I'm not 100% sure whether that sort of thing is allowed, but certainly it seems like a much better option than just making up the characters and having the likes of Olivia, Carnu, Lisa, Duncan, and the captain representing tank commanders in the new version of the game. So there you have it. That's an idea I've come up with. What do you think? I know the ideal solution would be for there to be no commanders at all, but if we are going to have them, would you rather have genuine real-time tank heroes as commanders in World of Tanks Blitz, or would you rather have a graffiti artist such as Olivia here? Let me know what you think, leave your comments, and let's see what Wargaming do. Thanks for watching.